Right? Now, Torah, the Jewish people have had the Torah, written Torah, the 5 books of Moses written on a scroll. And Moses, it says, wrote 13 Sefer Torahs, gave one to each tribe, and one of them he put into the Holy of Holies. And since then, Jewish people, the Jews, have been sacrificing their lives for this Torah scroll, and they've been reading it in public. Moses instituted that the Torah should be read in public 3 times a week. The whole entire Torah portion is read on Shabbat, and it's read also on Monday and Thursday, and then Ezra Sofer, I think he instituted that it should be on Shabbat and Mincha also. Okay, in any case, the Torah is read constantly, but the main thing is that the Torah is copied and it's written by hand. Written by hand. Printing presses only began 500 years ago, whatever. Film, right? Taking pictures, films. How long was that? That was 100, 150 years ago. I don't know. So how did they know to write exactly the words of the Torah? They knew. God gave help. And of course, there were the thousands, tens of thousands of Sefer Torahs were written. And the Jews, whenever they were expelled, and they were expelled a lot of times from France and from Spain and from Portugal and from Italy, from England, they were expelled. They always took the Sefer Torah with them. They risked their lives for Sefer Torah. When synagogues would be burning down, they would risk their lives to run in and try to save the Sefer Torah. So Sefer Torah, but through time, there were a few differences that fell in Sefer Torah. Sometimes they found one Sefer Torah had 1 letter in it, in a certain word, and somebody has their thing on here. 1 minute. Let me mute. Nothing personal. I'm muting everybody over here. There we go. Okay. Okay. So one of these words is, it says Pitsua Daka. It says that a person was a Pitsua Daka in Devarim. We'll get to this soon. A Pitsua Daka, this, it's a blemish on the body, and it disqualifies an animal for being a sacrifice. Pitsua Daka. So the word Daka can be written with a hey, or it can be written with an aleph. And it makes no difference in the meaning of the word. But still, it's a difference. What's the right version? It says if you have a Sefer Torah and there's 1 letter missing, then it's no good. So what is it supposed to be? So it says the Alter Rebbe, the first Rebbe of Chabad, he instructed that the word Daka should be written with an aleph, not with a hey. There are some people that say it has to be written with a hey at the end. And if it's written with an aleph, it's no good. But the first Rebbe of Chabad said it has to be written with aleph. Okay, ready? Listen to this. In Prague, there is a Torah scroll. I don't think it exists because the Nazis, I think they just destroyed everything. But there was a Torah scroll, which according to local tradition had been examined and corrected by Ezra the scribe. Ezra the scribe was in the beginning of the Second Temple, before the Second Temple. But he was there with the people that came from Babylon to build the Second Temple, Ezra the scribe. So that's like 2,500 years ago. It's read only on Simchat Torah, and it's always rolled to the portion of Shema. They read it only once a year, but they read the whole thing, I guess, on Simchat Torah. I don't know. I think they read the whole thing. There's some places where they read the whole thing. Anyway, it's always rolled up to Shema. That was like a couple of weeks ago we read. Said the previous Rebbe, when I was in Prague, I saw that Torah scroll. This was in 1908. And the word Daka is spelled with an aleph, like the first Rebbe of Chabad said. Also, says the previous Rebbe, I was in the city of Worms, Vermiza, in 1907, a year before that. I saw a Sefer Torah that it was written, that they say it was written by Rebbe Meir of Rottenburg. And there, the word Daka was also written with an aleph. Now, I told you the story, so I'm not going to tell it again, but I told you the story of Rebbe Meir of Rottenburg, that he was, I think he was like 600 years ago, I think 700 years ago. And he was taken prisoner. He was kidnapped by the king of whatever it was, the country, and he was held in a tower and held for ransom. And he told everyone not to pay the ransom because it was too much, and that if they paid it, then it would encourage them to to kidnap other people. So he stayed up there, and it's a long story, but it ended up an angel came to him and said, I'm going to dictate to you, I'm going to give you a Sefer Torah. I'm going to give you a Sefer Torah. It's a Sefer Torah that Moses wrote. And Moses has it up in heaven. Bizarre story, huh? And I'm giving it to you, and you read it every Shabbat, and all the souls are going to come, the Jewish souls are going to come to listen to you read the Sefer Torah. And he read that Sefer Torah every Shabbat. I don't know how long, a year, 2 years. Anyway, he decided that he wants to make a copy. So he had his pupils came and visited, they smuggled into him parchment and a quill and ink, and he copied the Sefer Torah down. He had it in his room. He copied it down. He copied it. And that became his Sefer Torah. As soon as he finished copying it, he woke up the next morning, and the one that was given to him by this angel, I think the angel Michael, the angel, it was gone. So he said, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have copied it down. And they said, no, it's a good thing you copied it down. Now we have a copy. And that Sefer Torah, that's the Torah of Rabbi Meir of Rottenburg. That's his Sefer Torah. There too, the word Daka was written with the letter Aleph. It says, look in these other books that said they talk about the subject. Pretty strange. Okay, now, story.